All right, guys. Today we are gonna be reacting to she commits fraud against her lame sugar daddies. Jump in.
First off, show of hands. Who here has had a sugar daddy before?
Is that not normal?
You've had a sugar daddy?
Yeah.
Equestrian horse?
Someone's got to pay for the horses.
Okay.
Emphasis on the no daddy part. She said no dad. That doesn't mean she meant the sugar
Wait,
daddy.
so you, and did you raise your hand too?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into the sugar daddy stuff really quick. Only one sugar daddy, or have you had more?
Only one that actually paid me for stuff,
Paid.
or
then
a
there's
significant
others.
amount. But I never did anything actual. We never had sex or anything like that.
How old was he?
Probably 56.
How old were you?
Something like that. 18.
Okay, and how did you meet him?
Tinder.
Tinder.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had some really weird niche kinks that. he
Niche
would just
kinks.
pay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is why, guys, you have to be careful with your preferences. You guys want to just go out there, just have this kink to be just, the way I see kink is basically is a way of you being vulnerable. You being vulnerable, and people can just take advantage because you put yourself so vulnerable. The females like her will just take advantage of you. If you allow that to happen, it's your fault.
So what was the nature of the exchange between you two?
A lot of FaceTime or texting. He really just liked to have somebody to talk to. And I did go to his house one time, and he called it a clothing fetish. He liked to buy clothing for women and have them just try it on. So I basically just got a bunch of free clothes.
I love that.
And so you said FaceTime, texting, he would pay you?
Yeah.
How much was
That's
he paying
crazy.
you?
He would sometimes just Venmo me $200 and be just get on FaceTime for a bit. But he was really annoying in the end, and so I stopped talking to him.
And how much for the in-person hangout?
It would depend. He would usually just kind of hand out cash as it went on, but he would also buy me clothing or take me out to eat. I only went to see him 2 times and then really never again.
You said you went to dinner once or something?
Yeah, we went to Nobu. In
Nobu.
LA.
How much is Nobu? How much does that cost?
It was
pretty expensive.
$1,500.
Damn.
Okay.
No, wait, 1,000. I don't know. For a
it can
regular
be.
dinner,
Hundreds.
yeah. For a 2-person dinner, it's $500.
He
It's expensive.
spent $1,500 at the dinner, but
At
he
the
was
dinner.
just
Wow.
buying drinks and everything.
Yeah, Sims are out of control, folks.
That's why.
And then,
Yeah.
so how much for texting would he pay you?
It wasn't ever a set amount for texting so much. He would just kind of text, but he had really weird hours. It would be 3 a.m. in the morning, and he would just be blowing up my phone, and then he'd send me money if I wasn't responding, and
Yeah.
with the intent that I should respond, I guess.
How much money do you think total he sent?
That I made in total.
Yeah, from him.
Probably 4,000, and it was only
4,000 total.
within a month span.
One month. Wow,
Yeah.
Okay. And then you said there was another sugar daddy?
There
or-
were just some other older guys that I tried to match with on Tinder.
You tried to match with them.
Well, I did match with them, but they either wanted to actually have sex or it just never really happened. Anything happened.
How would were they upfront about wanting to be sugar daddies, or was this something that you were kind of soliciting?
The one guy that I actually did see in person, he was very upfront about it. It was a regular thing he did.
Okay.
The other ones, not so much. Sometimes I would have older guys on Tinder would message me and be I'll pay you this much for this or this. And,
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it because they were ugly that you didn't do it, or was it because what Daisy said earlier was if they're ugly, it's kind of creepy, but if they were kind of cute, you would do it.
Yeah, honestly, that is kind of real. If they were ugly, I was okay, that's gross. But if they were cute, but I never actually wanted to have
is
sex
honest, I
with
love
any
this.
of them. I wasn't gonna do sex for money. But
Sure. Okay.
yeah,
Did you ever send lewd pictures or
I took photos from and sent it to them.
so fraud?
Yeah,
Wow.
So you would send him nude. photos.
one time. He never really
How
wanted
much did he
that.
pay for that?
Probably $50 or something.
Damn.
Not
Like feet
that
pics or something?
I
shit
would
like
love
that?
to find somebody that wants feet pics for money. That'd be great.
Okay.
So.
All right. Okay. You had a sugar daddy. What about you?
Yeah. Me.
How many have you had?
I'm gonna pass it to you.
How many have you had?
How many have I had?
That's
how
good.
many sugar
Nice
daddies
job,
have you had?
Brian.
This is your question.
Nah, nice job, Brian. That's holding frame. Nice job. Hey, you have to give it to Brian when he does, social dynamics correctly. He just kept his frame. This is what happened. So one thing is to be with women. Another thing is to be around women, right? You can be with women. You see these rappers, they are with women. They get laid with women, but they don't understand women. They don't understand women because they're not around or surrounded by women. So when you start being surrounded by women, you start noticing their natural behavior and you start realizing a lot of things. And all of a sudden you get to a point that you're like, man, I don't want to be around them. Because this side, it's always a game. They're always playing a game. And you have to be on top of your game.
That was not my question. It was not my question. That I can pinpoint maybe like a good handful.
How would you meet them?
Well, that's not very, hang on, that's not very pinpoint. You say, so pinpoint is to be very precise. I have
Okay,
had
I'll be
this
vague.
many, saying a handful.
I'll be vague.
That's not very precise, right?
That'd be vague.
Yeah, it's very vague.
Very vague, very not cutesy. I'm just playing. No, so at one point, so I'll tie it back to when I got out of like my religion and went to school, paying for my tuition. I did at one point dance, and that.
Wait, hang on. Now, when you say dance, right? So that just sounds like saying to me, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It means nothing, right? It means nothing to me. What does dance mean?
Okay, so like
actually,
if I had
when you
to put
say
a
dance,
if I had to put a point on sugar daddies, I would say that I've had a good handful would mean like five, handful five.
yeah, but what does dance mean?
How long were you a stripper for?
I was dancing for
That's a
like
good
a year.
question.
Yeah, I was stripping.
Okay.
Stripping for like a year.
Okay.
It was pre-pandemic,
Yeah.
so
So getting into the sugar daddy thing, you said you had
you're more
about
open to
5.
it. So like when you go to the clubs, it would be more like,
You don't need to justify it. It's fine.
oh no, I'm getting closer to the answer of like the sugar daddy part. So you'd meet sugar daddies there, whatever. Sometimes it'd be a go, sometimes I wouldn't, which ties me back to my answer. It would be a handful of sugar daddies where it'd be like, here's some money. I want to come support you. You look great. Here, let me praise you as a woman. Boom, there's that.
What was the age typically in their 40s, 50s?
Yeah, anywhere from like not even that,
30s,
20s
20s.
to
Wow.
like,
Man,
Like, they're-
guys need to control their sexual energy, man. This is insane. And I think as men, we have to basically just reject that kind of behavior. Just bring some change to it. We see guys like that simping, being stupid. They're losers, simply. You're throwing money to a female that's not gonna even get laid with you, and you're just throwing money because you have a fetish. What a loser.
they're not obviously daddies, but they
So this, I mean, we can talk about what was going on in the club, but I'm assuming when you're talking about sugar daddies, this is outside the club, correct?
yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
And so,
I did have a seeking arrangements at one point, which is sugar daddies.
but so of your sugar daddies, did you meet all of them at the club? Or how many did you meet from seeking?
I would say like 2 in club, 3 in seeking.
Okay. So let's talk. The guy who spent the most on you, let's start there. How much total did he spend?
On a monthly basis, I would say 3 to 4,000.
3,000 to 4,000. Okay.
Something's not
And,
clicking here. Something's not clicking.
How long was this
Something's not clicking.
going on for?
Like a year.
Okay. So total, would you say this guy who spent the most on you spent $40,000, $50,000? Is that fair or more?
If that's the math, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, folks, something's not making sense. She might be lying. She might be lying. She might be lying because red hair here set up the standard, and now she feels that she need to one up a little bit. And the way that she's talking, thinking about it, looking off to the side, like trying to make up the lie as she go. Something's not making
So
sense.
was he giving you an allowance? essentially. But then was he spending more on top of that?
Yeah, because they were farther away, so it was mainly like
See?
she was saying, like videos and stuff like that. It was a lot of feet pictures too.
See, there you go.
Like
There you go.
videos and
I
stuff.
think she's lying. She's lying. I don't think she really pull a sugar daddy. She's like a 4 on a good day. My opinion. So I think she's trying to compete.
Of my feet, and then it'd be more so like send me videos of you like pushing your tits together. It'd be like send me some videos of you like angled in a certain way.
Okay. And did you ever meet him in person?
Actually, one turned into like a dating, and it was the one that spent the most.
Wait.
One turned into dating, which
Wait, but the
is
guy
the one
who
that
was
spent the
giving you
most.
3 to 4K a month, is that the guy who spent the most or no?
Yeah,
That's the guy who turned into dating.
yeah. So that's why, like, when I said like sugar daddy, like it was like sugar daddy, but it turned into like a semi-relationship. Really?
How soon into the sugar daddy? Like 1 month in?
No, like 6 months in, and it came into a conversation of like when you're already giving that money and you want to have a relationship, comes to a conversation of like, am I still going to give you the money? Like this was the relationship when it started, so I would think so.
Did he?
I feel like he was trying to like cut it, like skimp it short, yeah. But then I always bring back to like this could possibly be a relationship, but it couldn't because they were also married, had kids. So it's like you have.
Oh, he was married.
Well, they've been married. They weren't married when
they
we
were
were talking.
they were
so
separate,
yeah,
okay.
they were divorced.
They were divorced.
So they had the whole thing of getting married, having kids, and like I had not had that. So it's like I don't know how you would want me to like. That's something that I want to experience.
Prior to getting into the relationship, had you guys had sex?
No.
So he was sugar daddy 6 months. Then you guys get into a relationship. Then you guys have sex.
Yeah, but it wasn't like sexual. It was more oral. Like when we first like started meeting up, it was just like
Like you would give him oral?
it'd be like
Is that sexual?
He would give you?
I mean, yeah, that's sexual. Okay, like
Well, I'm
yeah, that
thinking
is sexual. You're right.
carnal
Rephrase. So yes, it was more so like orally, like between like him and I. But it comes with fantasy, so it came with him being fantasized of like him playing with me, playing with myself, not him playing with himself. Me playing with myself.
This is some bullshit. Yeah, this is not making sense, folks. She's trying to make it up. Like she's trying to one up the red hair. You see how she's looking? Red hair is looking at her. She sometimes look at her. Like something they know this is a BS. The females in the panel, they know it's BS.
And then it just came to a point where he like did start asking for more, and then it came to like very like awkward and like.
What do you mean asking for more?
Like, when are you gonna like toss my salad?
What?
Okay.
And I'm like, look, I'm a big girl. I do like Caesar salads, but I don't toss them. Okay. But and it kind of got a little uncomfortable because that's something that I not had been into.
The question: simping ain't cheap, but it's easy. For easier for guys to resort to this nowadays. Curious, of these ladies will want an Andrew over a Destiny for a real relationship. No chase, vessel love. They're gonna say Destiny. They're gonna say Destiny because they want to be right. They don't want to be perceived these kind of. They don't want to be perceived as submissive. They're gonna say in the show like a Destiny, and that way they can be perceived as nice angels. But inside their veins, they will never get in a relationship with that guy. Just to answer that question from the chat.
You know.
So that was the deal breaker for him. A year into you guys talking to.
She's full of it. Let me know what you guys see in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.